Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Let's go. Check it. Let me say, come again, METASCIENCE, say it with the high priest. Let me say, come again, METASCIENCE, I can't hear you. Let me say, come again, METASCIENCE, Amun L, the street prophet, check it. And it's Amun L, the high priest, and I ain't okay. Whoa, METASCIENCE. Let's reload that again. We have to reload it. You're done, no. METASCIENCE. High Priest someone else ready, almost ready for the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. The Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Let's go. Check it. Let me see. Come again. Come again. METASCIENCE. Amun L, the street prophet. Check it. And it's Amun L, the high priest, and that ain't no gimmick. Whole tech hustle. But the energy is capped. My spirit has no limit. Every single minute, COVID-19 didn't stop me from collecting the cream. Cause I'm a key worker, making sure fiends don't spaz out. If there's no, I'm the high priest and I play my position well. Wow, Allah's present but remains unseen. Allah's present but remains unseen. You chant Black Lives Matter while you watch it. 212 targets a black soul to shatter. Join METASCIENCE Ministries and stand by my side, G. Raise one fist in the air cause you are physically free. Third eye can see. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for the breath. We are the strongest. We're the last ones left. Chant it one more time with the high priest Amun L. METASCIENCE. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for the breath. We are the strongest. We're the last ones left. Say it with the high priest. I can't hear you. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Say it with the high priest. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Say it with the high priest. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. METASCIENCE, dun 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 dun. 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 METASCIENCE. Let me say, come again, metascience, say it with the high priest. Let me say, come again, metascience, I can't hear you. Let me say, come again, metascience, Let me say, come again, metascience, baby. I need you to scream, you're a Nubian queen and you're feeling supreme. Baby, I need you to scream, you're a Nubian queen and you're feeling supreme. Baby, I need you to scream, you're a Nubian queen and you're feeling supreme. Baby, I need you to scream, you're a Nubian queen and you're feeling supreme. Meta science. Meta science. Meta science. Meta science. Meta science. Meta science. Before we begin, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Tahuti, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al-Qadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metascience, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi al-Rahmani al-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my metascience soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of Metascience Ministries. Amun you done know metascience. Now the High Priest Amun hopes all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses are feeling okay and are happy and are enjoying the weather today. Today is the 21st of April, 2021. We've been having good weather this week, which is good. Now, welcome to the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of Metascience Ministries. Amun you done know metascience. Here to deliver the good news and the word of metascience. What is metascience? Metascience is knowledge of self, knowledge of your own self, your own truth, self-realization. You follow that? Metascience is all about you becoming more divine and activating your DNA into a higher dimension. Metascience. Now, we've got a lot to talk about today, and we're going to continue with what is metascience part 3. Metascience. But first, let's go on the metascience news. So yesterday, it was 420, okay? 420, International Weed Day, International Ganja Day, International Marijuana Day, okay? For those who don't understand what is 420, 420 International Ganja Day. Yesterday was the 20th of April, 2021. Now, currently, the High Priest Amun is live on YouTube as well. If you want to see the High High Priest Amun L in OmegaFMRadio.co.uk headquarters. All you have to do is go onto YouTube and type in the YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, and N for Nubian. Space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. And as you click the search button to see the search results in the YouTube search engine, you'll see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. You follow that. The High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, you'll see the High Priest Amun L in his khaki suit pointing at you. Click the red button to subscribe and also click the bell icon to receive notification when the High Priest Amun L is going live or dropping new content. Okay? Now, to tune in to the live stream so you can see the High Priest Amun L in 4K vision in the physical 3D virtually, you will see the video saying the High Priest Amun L is live via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk on the 21st of the 4th, 2021. You're done now. METASCIENCE. So now, where was we? So we're talking about yesterday, 420, International Weed Day, International Marijuana Day, International Ganja Day. High Priest Amun L was live in Hyde Park, London, UK, spreading the word of METASCIENCE with his METASCIENCE disciples. And out of 10, the experience on 420, we'll give it a 7. We'll be nice. We'll give it a 7. Yeah, unfortunately, the High Priest Amun L, or fortunately, the High Priest Amun L was fasting or doing Zoyam for Ramadan. You follow that? So the High Priest Amun L wasn't smoking, wasn't drinking, wasn't eating nothing in Hyde Park. You can imagine. As soon as the High Priest Amun L reached Marble Arch, okay? Like Marble Arch, that's where it is, Hyde Park. Yeah, especially where the Speaker's Corner is, where it was popping off. You could see the weed clouds in the sky, and the High Priest Amun L wasn't joking. Yeah, you could smell the ganja from the station, Marble Arch Station. That's how strong the weed was out there, or how much people were smoking out there. And yeah, it was popping still. If you want to see footage of the High Priest Amun L at 420 in Hyde Park, all you have to do is go onto Facebook or Instagram, and you'll see some videos and photos of the High Priest Amun L, and you'll see the event of 420. All you have to do on Facebook is go on to Suleiman Ankh Amun on Facebook, which is spelled S for success, U for upliftment, L for love, A for Africa, Y for you, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, M for Nubian, space Ankh, which is spelled A for Africa, N for Nubian, K for king, H for hero, space Amun, which is spelled A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, and N for Nubian. And then you click search, then you'll see the High Priest Amun L's Facebook profile. You'll see the High Priest Amun L with METASCIENCE soldiers holding AK-47. All you have to do is click the blue button to add as a friend, and then you'll be able to be notified when High Priest Amun L is dropping new content, i.e. videos and pictures. And you can see what was going down in Hyde Park yesterday at 420. Also, if you have Instagram, you can see the High Priest Amun L as well at 420 yesterday in Hyde Park. All you have to do is type in Instagram, high_priest_720, which is spelled high as in H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, _priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for El Elyon, S for success, T for terrific, _720. And then you'll see the High Priest Amun L Instagram page, and all you have to do is follow the High Priest Amun L. The High Priest Amun L will follow you back. METASCIENCE. So now, yeah, the reason why the experience was 7 out of 10, because most of the children, they're not ready for the METASCIENCE. The High Priest Amun L was street performing, doing a live concert at 420 with his METASCIENCE disciples. And most of the children under, let's say, any child under 30 or under 35, they're not ready for METASCIENCE. Yeah, they're just on a nonsense thing. You follow that? And also, a lot of girls out there, they're just on these batty riders and just want to gain attention, negative attention, not even agreeable attention, disagreeable attention. And the way they dress, the way they look, etc., etc. They want to attract disagreeableness in their life. You follow that? They don't want to attract agreeableness in their life. However, we're not going to talk about that today, okay? Because we still need to finish off what is METASCIENCE part 3. You follow that? And next week, we'll be talking about the children and why they're disagreeable, why they don't want to join METASCIENCE ministries, etc., etc. That's next week, yeah? Don't worry, High Priest someone else got that lined up, because High Priest someone else already knows the reason why they don't want anything agreeable, and instead they are more attracted to the disagreeable in London or in the planet. You follow that? So yeah, all in all, the experience yesterday at 420 was 7 out of 10. 1, because the High Priest Amun El was sober. 2, because the High Priest Amun El managed to perform. However, it got a little bit technical because Babylon, the police, the 12, they didn't want High Priest Amun El to perform. You can imagine, as soon as High Priest Amun El is getting warmed up, doing his Qigong in the park, you know, like connecting with the ground and doing the breathing exercises to get their Qi in his body. And as soon as he finishes the prayer, Babylon are like, hey, lock that off. Lock it off. Lock off that speaker. You got a speaker that is amplifying your voice and amplifying the METASCIENCE. We don't want to hear it. This is what they're telling High Priest Amun El. They're saying, if you turn on that speaker, we're gonna have to force you to leave the park because the Queen don't like it. And then High Priest Amun El is telling them, listen, yeah, High Priest Amun El is here to heal the people. Is that a problem? And they're saying, yeah, it is, because you're using the speaker. That you can do it without the speaker. And, you know, that kind of killed the High Priest Amun El's vibe. You follow that? But we didn't let Babylon stop us. Yeah, we still continued doing our street performing. However, the children, they're not ready. You can imagine High Priest Amun El with the METASCIENCE disciples chanting all over Hyde Park. Baby, I need you to scream. Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? Baby, are you a Nubian queen? Are you a Nubian queen? Are you a Nubian queen? Baby, I need you to scream. Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? And you can imagine none of the children or the young adults identified themselves as Nubian queens. You can imagine the people that were identifying themselves as Nubian queen is even white girl. Yeah, that's how mad it is. You can imagine that. That's how messed up our children are. They rather identify themselves as bad Barbie or bad B or whatever, than a queen. And that's where we're at. And that's why you got all this nonsense and disagreeableness in our community. Yeah, but METASCIENCE is not for everybody. METASCIENCE is a genetic doctrine. METASCIENCE is a living doctrine. So everything is everything, and the High Priest someone else saw the METASCIENCE in the park. Anyway, moving on to the more METASCIENCE news. On Monday, we were talking about how you have the Super League, the Football Super League that is coming. Well, the update now is the Super League is dismantled. Yeah, the big six, i.e. Tottenham, Man City, Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, and Arsenal have broken away or withdrawn from the Super League due to the pressure from the football fans and the media. Can you imagine that it's us, the people, that have the power to do anything on the planet? And a small game like football, yeah, can get political, yeah, for certain reasons, i.e. for corporate reasons. Football went corporate a couple of days ago in the last 48 hours, and it got techie for the owners of the clubs because they've been exposed because they don't love the game. Instead, they're just there to make money from the game, and they got exposed, and they had to shut it down. We had to shut it down, us football fans, and tell them, hey, don't be selling us out, for money. Yeah, don't be selling us out. Don't be selling the glorious and beautiful game of football just for stupid money, or else we're not supporting you no more. We're not buying your merch. We're not talking about you. We're not watching your football anymore because it's not real. It's all part of the New World Order, METASCIENCE. But anyway, we took back our game and we won. So no more Super League. That's a myth now. Okay? That was a legend. Yeah, we're back onto domestic football, i.e. FA Cup, Premiership, English Football League. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Now, the next part of the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show via omegafmradio.co.uk is now to do the prayer. Now, the High Priest Amun will ask any of you kings and queens and gods and goddesses, can you do the prayer for the High Priest Amun? Can you do Psalms 91 for the High Priest Amun? Because the High Priest Amun's voice is very dry, as you can hear, because he's fasting. He's doing Zoya for Ramadan. Okay? He don't have the flu. He can't drink. He can't drink nothing because he's fasting. He's doing the dry fast. And his voice is really dry, as you can hear. So the High Priest Amun is going to ask all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses that are die hard for the High Priest Amun and die hard for METASCIENCE Ministries to call 0753 996 8143. Again, 0753 996 8143 to do the prayer, Psalms 91 or Telehim 91 for the High Priest Amun because the High Priest Amun doesn't have the voice and the energy to do it. However, if no one else wants to do the prayer for the High Priest Amun then the High Priest Amun will have to do the prayer, because at the end of the day, the High Priest Amun knows how powerful the prayer is. The prayer is very powerful. It makes miracles happen. It gives you connection to the Most High through the power of prayer. So anyway, High Priest Amun has sent it out there for all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses to do the prayer for the High Priest Amun. If you don't do it, then the High Priest Amun knows where your heart is at. You follow that. METASCIENCE. So the High Priest Amun will be back in time for the prayer to be conveyed on omegafmradio.co.uk. METASCIENCE. Please stay tuned to 104.1 FM, i.e. omegafmradio.co.uk. Here's a message from our sponsor.
You heard about the African drumming sessions for beginners starting at Malts Park Community Camp in Wembley.
Really? African drumming session? Why, that sounds amazing!
Every Saturday starting on the 29th of May 2021.
Where?
Malts Park Community Camp, Wembley, HA9 6JE.
And who is it for?
It's for women and children.
What time?
10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for children, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. for women. For more information, contact Empress Kalila, email destiny1363 at hotmail.com, mobile 07432 488 757, www.africandrum.info.
So, come and enjoy the traditional rhythms of Africa.
All right, and welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun El, you're done now, METASCIENCE. And as is expected, no one wants to do the prayer for the High Priest Amun El. Everybody wants High Priest Amun El to be doing the prayer, even when the High Priest Amun El's got a dry throat right now. So, you know, at the end of the day, High Priest Amun El has to do his duty and has to follow up with the prayer because no one else wants to do it. If we're going to keep up with the covenant, with the Most High, it all comes to the High Priest Amun El. You follow that. The same way like Yeshua Yamashiach have to die on the cross just to uphold the covenant, because no man on the planet wants to be closer to God. You follow that. It's just that real. What the High Priest Amun El sees and witnesses every moment of his life, many are called, few are chosen. And that's how the thing goes. So anyway, High Priest Amun El is now ready to do the prayer. Let's go. METASCIENCE. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of El Shaddai, i.e. the Almighty. I will say of Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress. My Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion, on adder, the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. I will, with long life, will I satisfy and show him my salvation. Now, the High Priest Amun El hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your bones, in your heart, coming from your radio speakers. Again, the High Priest Amun El don't play. The High Priest Amun El don't depend on anyone to do our covenant with the Most High and to do the prayer, because the prayer is something that is very powerful. It can perform miracles if you have faith in the prayer. However, many of you don't have faith in the prayer, and that's the problem why we're in the position that we're in right now, because we don't have time to pray, time for remembrance of the Most High. And this is the problem why the Most High is not giving us the blessings. You follow that? METASCIENCE. Anyway, next prayer we're going to do is Psalm 71. Okay? High Priest Amun El's not waiting for none of y'all. Yeah, because none of y'all don't want to do the prayer with the High Priest Amun El. So the High Priest Amun El is just going to do it right now. Psalm 71, Tehillim 71. Let's go. In thee, O Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me, and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope, O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, thou art my trust from my youth. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let me be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not out of in time of old age. Forsake me not when my strength faileth. For mine enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim have forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, be not far from me. O my Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed, our adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with the reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous works. Now also when I'm old and grey-headed, O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forsake me not until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come, thy righteousness also. O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim is very high, who has done great things. O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, who is like unto thee. Thou which has showed me great and sore trouble shall quicken me again, and shall bring me up from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the psaltery and even thy truth. O Amun-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Unto thee I will sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. METASCIENCE! The high priest Amun hopes he felt that prayer. Stay tuned.
Media Radio 104.1 FM. News and views around your.
Stay tuned to METASCIENCE.
Founder of the European Super League admits the competition can't carry on. When asked if it can go ahead after all 6 English sides dropped out, Juventus chairman Andrea Agnelli says, to be frank and honest, no. In the last few minutes, Atletico Madrid has also left. Former Manchester United player Gary Neville says he hopes there's repercussions for the English teams that signed up.
It's done, it's finished. And they'll have the PR teams, comms teams.
And that's it. I put someone it's off air.
I hope that Perez has got them on a massive fine to.
You can ask I put someone else any question you want. I put someone else off air right now.
The conviction of a former police officer in the US for the murder of George Floyd will ignite real change in the fight against racial injustice. Derek Chauvin has been found guilty. He faces decades in prison. Civil rights activist D. Ray McKesson says we've been here before, though.
I think about a host of cases where it was a big deal, we got the verdict, and people said, you know, this would be the thing, this would change everything, and it didn't. But we actually need our elected officials to stand up and actually change the system so that police don't have the power to do this.
Meanwhile, a teenage girl's been shot dead by police in the US state of Ohio. Officers in Columbus are responding to reports of an attempted stabbing yesterday afternoon. Officials say body cam footage appears to show her attempting to attack 2 people with a knife. TikTok's been accused of collecting children's information illegally. England's former Children's Commissioner is bringing legal action against the platform, though it insists it prioritises users' safety and privacy. The coroners recommended tougher legally binding pollution targets in a report designed to prevent further fatalities. Air quality was listed as a cause of a 9-year-old's death last year. And another 44 Wetherspoon pubs reopen in England on Monday. Almost 400 welcome drinkers back last week as coronavirus restrictions were eased to allow outdoor dining again. That's the latest. I'm Robin Montague.
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID.
All right. Let's change this.
Any
No.
comments made by the presenters,
No.
DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represent the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega management.
We care family the back, you understand? We family insurance, your life insurance, your business insurance, you understand? You get in touch with that. Little child, running wild, got you wild, the sea of the smile, walking home, father gone, mama child, so is all alone. Kinda sad, kinda mad, yellow child, thinking there's been look at this magazine, you didn't have to be here.
So how y'all feeling?
While I was just a man child, why couldn't they just let me be, let me be, let me be, let me be. One more shot on the elephant, control I'm told, from the track. Where is the man who made all things fair? He lives outside. I polluted air. And I didn't have to be here. You didn't have to love me. While I was just a nothing child. Why couldn't they just let me be, let me be, let me be, let me be? I got a Jones running through my bones. I'm sorry, son. All take another trip. Don't care now what nobody say. I gotta take the pain away. It's getting worse a day by day. And all my life has been this way. Can't reason with the question, man. Finances already understand. You jumping on the grass and know. But I love her so. Love her so.
Reach up to 2 billion users with Taboola. Online marketing is a jungle.
Give me your love, give me your love, give me your love, give me your love, give me your love. I want you so bad, can't even get mad at you. One thing you really sweet, and I feel so good, that's true. You're such a good little alongside, breathing in the air. The love you are really know just how much I care. You love. Your love, give me your love, give me your love, Preparing for tomorrow, you do what you have to do. I'll celebrate whatever has to bring to you. Don't worry about what I do. You just be yourself. Good luck you and solitude, and you know what else. Give me love, give me love, give me love,
Welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun. You're done, now. METASCIENCE. Now we just got a phone call from Scratch.
That's deep, man. That's Cool in the Gang live, isn't it?
No. Curtis Mayfield game.
Yeah, I'm Cool in the Gang, I'm telling you.
Oh.
I've got that alive, you know. Wow. I didn't know you know them tune there.
Yeah. Man knows them tunes still, King.
Yeah, I got that from my dad's collection, man. Live on the record.
Nice.
Yeah. Go on, Amun Earl. I saw you on go on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna, just a quick call. Big up to all the Amigo Radio family, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Likewise, King.
Yeah.
Yes, peace. One. Listen. Yes, that is the Honorable Scratch Professor. You can catch him on Fridays from 2 to 6 on his show on Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also sometimes on the late night with Swagger Joe from 12 to 6 on the Friday night. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! Now, I pre someone else back, and we were doing. Hold on. Yeah, we did Psalms 91 and Psalm 71. Now, many of y'all are not on this thing, don't want to do the prayer, which is okay, because I have someone else doing the prayers for those that truly need it. You follow that? And the high priest, someone else definitely needs that prayer, because without the prayer, the high priest, someone else will not receive the blessings, will be more. You follow that? So the next prayer we're going to do is the Lord's Prayer, which is, first of all, Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13. We're going to start off in the original tone, which is the Greek, and then we're going to translate it into the English. We're done, no? METASCIENCE. Let's go.
Pater Himon, ha entois uranois, hagias theto ta onomasu, et theto he basileasu, geni theto ta telemasu, hos en urano, kai epi testis. Phonarton himon, ton epiusion, dos himin semen, kai aphes himin, ta ophelimata himon, hos kai hemes aphiamen tois opheletes himon, kai me esenintes hemas is perasmon, ala rusa hemas apor tu pondu. Amen.
All right, and welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Now, the high priest Amun hopes that you heard the Lord's Prayer in the Greek. Now we're going to translate it into the English. And it goes like this. Okay. Now, whoever's calling, we're going live after the prayer. So, okay. So before the prayer, you'll go live. So, or after the prayer, you'll go live. And after this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amun Asheo. And the high priest Amun hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your heart, in your bones, coming from your radio speakers. Again, we don't play when it comes to the prayer. Yeah, the prayer is imperative for us so that we can, again, fulfill our covenant with the Most High and also be forgived and have mercy for our sins and also be able to apply the prayer in our lives. Because in Matthew 6 verse 12, it says, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. We want the Most High to forgive our debts that we owe to the Most High, but we don't want to forgive our debtors that owe us money. You follow that? Yeah, how does it work? How can that work? Yeah, you want the Most High to show you mercy, but you're not showing mercy to others. It works both ways, you know, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses. That's how the thing goes. So anyway, so now we are finished our Christian, well, I want to say Christian prayers, but we have finished our biblical prayers, okay? Our Psalms and our Lord's Prayer. Now we're moving on to the Islamic prayers for our Muslim brothers and sisters, especially those Muslim brothers that are in jail that need that prayer to lighten up their day. You're done, oh, METASCIENCE. So now, the first prayer that we're going to do that's coming from the Quran is Al-Fatiha, which is the first surah in the Quran, which is called the opener. Now, the high priest Amun is going to do it first of all in the Arabiya, and then we're going to recite the prayer in the English. Okay, so let's go. METASCIENCE. So, Surah Al-Fatiha. Now, it goes like this. Bismillahi al-Rahmani al-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Al-Rahman al-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina anta alaihim khayri maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. All right, that was Al-Fatiha in the Arabiya. Now, we're going to translate it into the English, and it goes like this. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. All praise is for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not for those you are displeased with, or those you are who are astray. All right. So the high priest Amun El hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your soul, in your spirit, in your soul, in your heart, coming from your radio speakers. Again, we don't neglect our Muslim brothers and sisters with the prayers because they need it too, especially in Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem or Ramadan Mubarak for all the Muslim brothers and sisters that have tuned into OmegaFMRadio.co.uk. You're done. No, METASCIENCE. Now, the next prayer that we're going to do is Surah 112, i.e. Al-Ikhlas, or the sincerity. Again, the same fashion, we're going to do it in the Arabiya first, and then we're going to do it in the English. Now, we're getting a phone call, and he's going live. It's our Sudanese brother. Assalamu alaikum, Abiti. Or Habibi. Kaif Allah, Kulu Tamam?
How are you, bro?
Tamam, Alhamdulillah, Habibi. Can you hear me?
Where are you now?
I'm on the radio, bro.
You're on the radio?
Yeah. You wanna come on you wanna go on the radio? Well, you're on the radio now, but do you wanna do Surah 112 for me?
I wanna pull up on the radio.
Okay, cool. All right, hold on. Cool. All right, we're coming back, okay? Yes, bro. Pardon? What am I doing Aliyom today? Well, I'm on the radio until like maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm on the. It depends, innit? Like I'm here for now until like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. You know, that's the minimum I'm doing, and then I'm free after that. I'm continuing what? When do you want to come? You want to come now? Or you want to come next week? Now. Okay. Yeah, we've got enough time. Don't worry. Well, how long are you gonna be? No. Hanger Lane. Take the train to Hanger Lane from where you're at. Yeah. Right now. Okay. You know where the Chinese supermarket is? Yeah, the Chinese supermarket. So you see Hanger Lane Station, yeah? Instead of going to Acton, you go down to like Halston. Yeah, so you go like towards the North Circular. So like towards Wembley. Crown House. Yeah, just call me when you're by when you see the Chinese supermarket and Crown House. Okay, like when you see when you're on that North Circular, just let me know. Yeah, just call me. All right, bro. Assalamu alaikum. Cool. All right. And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand High from the METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun El. You're done, no. METASCIENCE. Now the High Priest Amun El. Brother, Fires, the one that was speaking on Monday, said you want to come true to the radio and he's local to finish off what is METASCIENCE Part 3. Okay, well, hopefully, inshallah, God willing, in Jah willing, you will make it today. So anyway, let's complete Surah 112. Okay, let's go. Bismillahi al-Rahmani al-Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allah as-samad, Lam yalid walam yuwalad walam yakun kufuwan. All right. Now the high priest Amun hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your heart, in your spirit, in your bones coming from your radio speakers. Greetings, caller. How are you? Pardon? Can't hear you.
Have you finished your prayer now?
Almost. A couple more. One more thing. Or one more. I think. Yeah, one more. Our brother that from Monday, he said he's coming through still. He want to come on the radio, and he said he's local, so you can ask him questions as well about Sudan and all them kind of thing.
All right. It was just a quick thing. Actually, it was a comment for the special person. I heard it called earlier. And that same cover on Sunday, there was a track that he was mentioning, the total and the bass track, which was actually a sample of Grace Mayfield's song. Because the artist that he mentioned was a completely different artist. And then also, I don't know if he was listening in on Monday, the EM show, but I think he said his catchphrase as well. Or was it you?
What time was this? Cause I was.
This was after 7 o'clock.
All right, then probably I was gone still.
No, you can't remember. You came back, or you didn't go actually.
No, but I left like at that 7:30. So like she had the last half.
So I think between that 7:15 and 7:30. But it's so that you can capture it and play it on your show as you normally does. But I don't know if you were listening at that time. That's why I just wanted to just make that comment to you.
All right, bro. No worries.
I'm listening anyway. So.
All right, King.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Peace. One. All right. That was OG Ade. All right. Just, giving us the heads up for all of us, including Scratch Professor. I hope you heard that, Scratch Professor. So, yeah. Anyway, now I Priest Someone L is going to translate Al Ichez into the English. And it goes like this. So, in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Say, O Prophet. What's going on with this thing, man? Sorry. Let me do it one more time. Okay. All right, cool. All right. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had offspring, nor he was born, and there's none comparable to him. All right, METASCIENCE. Now, the high priest Amun hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your bones, in your heart, coming from your radio speakers. Our prayers or our Muslim prayers are done. Now, we just got 2 more things we have to do. Again, we have to complete the covenant with Granny, what she said, that you have to be talking on the radio about Matthew 5, verse 3 to 10. This is what Granny told us. But we need to remember this all the time so that we apply it in our lives consciously and subconsciously. We follow that. METASCIENCE. So, this is what we're going to say. Matthew 5, verse 3 to 10. And it goes like this. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when man shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. METASCIENCE. Now the high priest Amun hopes you practice you apply those sayings from Matthew 5, verse 3 to 10 in your life, and not even believe. Yeah, the high priest Amun El is telling you that your life will change once your heart become more pure and you have the meek, the humbleness. You follow that. The last prayer we're going to do. The last prayer that we are going to do now is the METASCIENCE prayer, which goes like this. All right. We give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al-Qadir, Tahuti, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, METASCIENCE, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi al-Rahmani al-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the strength, the endurance, the energy, and discipline to be able to continue with our fast for Ramadan. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and in the cosmos. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for showing us mercy and also giving us the ability to show mercy to others. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for forgiving us for our sins and forgiving us for doing evil things. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for bestowing grace in our lives. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and also being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amen. Amun Asheo. METASCIENCE. Now the high priest Amun El hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your heart, in your bones, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Now we're ready for the main event. The main event, which is what is METASCIENCE Part 3. You're done now. METASCIENCE. Now, just to recap from the last episode of METASCIENCE Ministries, Reasoning and Fellowship Show via omegafmradio.co.uk, the High Priest Amun El was discussing what is METASCIENCE. And unfortunately, we didn't get to go deep into what is METASCIENCE because the show was popping, which is a good thing. Yeah, the show was popping. A lot of people called in and a lot of people had a lot to say. Now, someone said 252, he called last week and he was like to the High Priest Amun El, who built the pyramids? Yeah, because it's something that is not being said, or we don't have documentation or files of who built the pyramids. And it was like a challenge to the High Priest Amun El in terms of the METASCIENCE. And you know, or you don't know, but the METASCIENCE is a force. It's the omnipotent force, i.e. it's the Holy Spirit, i.e. it's the Ruh in the Arabia and the Ruh in the Hebrew, meaning that it's the force of God. You follow that? And everybody can tune into the force of God or the force of the Most High, like the way you're tuned in to omegafmradio.co.uk, i.e. 104.1 FM. But You got to use the dial. Ooh. You got to tune your dial to the METASCIENCE or to the omnipotent force or the Holy Spirit. You see how you tune your dial, your FM dial, to Omega 104.1 FM? The same way you got to tune into the METASCIENCE, which you're doing right now via omegafmradio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, or for our kings and queens and gods and goddesses that have seen the High Priest Amun El live and direct in the physical form, virtually in 4K vision via YouTube Live on the High Priest Amun El's YouTube channel, Amun El. It's the same thing. Now, just to recap quickly what happened on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via omegafmradio.co.uk on the last show. So basically, this is what happened. The High Priest Amun El subconsciously and superconsciously always absorbs the moment. And when that man called on Wednesday 252 and explained them what is, or how did the pyramids get made, you know, the METASCIENCE was on autopilot and managed to attract, you follow this? Managed to attract the reality to get the truth of what is or how the pyramids were built. Now, some criticize the High Priest Amun El to be practicing the Abrahamic religions. You follow that? Because they say, but these religions were there to enslave us or to close our mind. Instead of open our mind, they closed our mind. But you got to understand, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses. You got to go through the school of thought of religion to be able to comprehend the METASCIENCE or to have the higher knowledge, the esoteric knowledge. You follow that. You need a good foundation. Because if you don't have a good foundation, you're going to get lost in terms of the spirituality. And some people can go crazy over spirituality, and that's a fact. That's an absolute fact. METASCIENCE. So, the reason why now the METASCIENCE works is because the High Priest Amun El is currently fasting for Ramadan. And of course, the people that built the pyramids, the people that built the pyramids are Muslim. You follow that? I.e. the Sudanese and the Egyptians. Yeah? They're Muslim in this present day of time. So how are you going to connect to them if you're not Muslim? Or you don't know about the Quran, or you're not doing Muslim things or Islamic things, i.e. practicing Ramadan? How are you going to receive the blessings or be more if you're not doing these things? You follow that? And like what we said again, the METASCIENCE is a force. It's a strong force. Or put it this way, it's the four fundamental forces of the science. And what are the four fundamental forces of science? Yeah? High Priest Amun El will tell you. Strong force, weak force, gravity, and electromagnetic force. Okay? We're not going to go deep into those forces, but that's the force that we're dealing with in terms of the omnipotent force. METASCIENCE. So anyway, so the High Priest Amun El had iftar. Okay? He had iftar, which is breaking fast in terms of Ramadan. And the High Priest Amun El was present in the Sudanese community in Shepherd's Bush Market and having iftar, i.e. breaking fast, eating food, eating full, and salad with bread, you know, humble food. You follow that. So the high priest Amun El was just chilling. And one of the Sudanese brothers must have stepped to the high priest Amun El and said, "Oh, how are you? Are you good? That do you know about Kush?" And obviously the high priest Amun El was like, "Yeah, I do know about Kush." And then he was like, "Oh, that he's a Kushite, like that's his tribe. He's a Kush, like for real, no joke thing. Yeah, when we're talking about Kush, we're talking about the grandson of Noah. This is what we're talking about." And he even broke it down like that. He was like, "Oh, that Kush is written in the Bible, and Kush is a real thing, is a real tribe, or is real people, and represents black people." But he said that Kush is like a collective of tribes from that Upper Kemet or North Sudan or Nubia, just to be frank, Nubia. And he said that it's a collective of tribes and they just named themselves Kush and start to have their own kingdom. They united, for a better word, they united tribes in Nubia or in Upper Kemet and Northern Sudan and just called themselves Kushites. Okay? So anyway, he was explaining how the pyramids were made. You know, because the high priest someone out asked him the question. You follow that? And he said that the pyramids were made by us, black people. Yeah, it's not no aliens. It's not no mystery. It's us, melanated rich people. Why the high priest someone else says that? Because look, the METASCIENCE of the pyramids is, what is it? Trigonometry. What's trigonometry? The measurement of pyramids or the measurement of triangles. Okay? Now, trigonometry is a serious mathematics or science. And you can imagine the METASCIENCE, which is beyond the science, i.e. beyond the trigonometry, is where you get your pyramids or mer. Now, what does that mean? Okay. So, for example, you got the formulas of trigonometry. And trigonometry is to deal with engineering as well, for those who don't overstand and understand. Trigonometry is not only just to do with the triangle, like the physical triangle. You can apply trigonometry to engineering, i.e., you can apply it to electrical and electronic engineering. You can apply it to vectors in terms of structural engineering. You can apply it to what else? Mechanical engineering. You follow that? And this is not nothing to do with like physical manifestation of triangle or pyramid. We're just talking about formula, i.e. to calculate magnitude of forces or magnitude of current and voltage. You follow that? And that's how the thing goes. So you can imagine all of that you can apply with trigonometry. And this is why the pyramids are one of the 7 wonders of the world. So anyway, so just to cut long story short, so the brother Vyas, he said that we built the pyramids. It was us melanated rich people that built the pyramids. And how we built the pyramids was by hand. This is what he said. It was by hand. It was not with no, what is it? Machinery. We were, let's say, masons. We had the strength. Back in the day, okay? Back in the day, you got to understand, yeah, thousands and thousands of years ago. And also, just to be frank, he said that the Sudanese pyramids are much older and larger and bigger than the pyramids in Giza. You follow that? That everything started in Sudan. That Sudan is the old kingdom. The pyramids that you see in northern Sudan, those are built before the pyramids in Giza. Like the kingdom in Kemet or in Egypt, for a better word, i.e. Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt, or Lower Kemet and Upper Kemet. That's the new kingdom. That's not the original kingdom. That came after the kingdom in Sudan, or the Kushite kingdom. This is what he said. Okay? Now, anyway, how were the pyramids built? It was built by hand. Yeah, in those times, us melanated rich people, we were Elohim. You follow that? What does Elohim mean? Elohim means we were gods and goddesses. You follow that? We were mighty. We were mighty men and women. We weren't small. Now, some say that it was the pygmies that built the pyramids. And the pygmies are tiny people. They say that they are 5 foot or around that 5 foot. They're not, they won't touch 6 foot. But again, according to the brother Fires, he said that we were mighty men. And this is why they get it confused and say that it was aliens that built the pyramid. Because alien or extraterrestrial, for a better word, is all it is. It means extraterrestrial, meaning that they're from the planet Earth, but they have extra attributes to them. They're beings that are from planet Earth but have extra attributes to them. You follow that? Does that make sense, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses? I hope it makes sense. Anyway, so we were mighty, we were giants. We had the strength to pick up the blocks, the ton blocks, and create the pyramids. It was light work for us. Even those that helped us, or us that did it, we were all mighty, we were all giant. The same way like Lady M will be like, how comes in Kemet they got big statues? And when you create a statue, it's usually done to the size of the being. It's not grafted or created to be smaller or larger than the person that existed in that time. So anyway, just to set the record straight, us melanated rich beings created the pyramids. That's an absolute fact. No aliens, no machinery. It was all built by hand. Or maybe there was machinery, but again, it wasn't nothing extraordinary. It was moderate machinery or tools to build the pyramids. But those days we were mighty men and women. We were giants. We were Elohim. Now to move on about the pyramids were used, according to Hayas, to bury or as a funeral home for the kings, especially, and the queens. You follow that? And they will bury the kings and queens in the fair in the pyramid. Now, for those who haven't been in the Great Pyramids of Giza, if you go inside the Pyramid of Giza and you go up to the top to the chamber, the highest chamber, you'll see a tomb, like a tomb for the pharaoh or the sarcophagus. You follow that, and the high priest is not joking. Yeah, but some of y'all don't want to go on the high priest Amun El's Facebook page and see the high priest Amun El in the Pyramid of Giza, the Great Pyramid of Giza, in the tomb. You can imagine in the tomb, or the rock that holds the tomb. You see, this is not no speculation. This is no theory. This is actual fact. Because High Priest Amun El has been inside the pyramid in Giza, or the Great Pyramid of Giza. Okay, so let's not confuse ourselves. Now, what we can say is, why were the pyramids aligned with the stars? Because the pyramid was like not a channel, but a terminal. You follow that? Or it was like a way for the dead to transcend into the heavens. It was a portal. You follow that? A physical portal, or a meta scientific portal, or metaphysical portal. You follow that? For the kings and queens to transcend from earth to heaven. It's like it's a plane. You can say, like a plane. And that's why they were aligned with the heavens, to transcend. Anyway, High Priest Amun El is cutting. Well, we'll be back because this is the brothers coming through. Yo. Yes, bro. Where you now? So you're at Hanningham Lane Station, right? Okay. So, yeah, just follow it to go on the North Circular, yeah? Now, you see, there'll be like a slip road, yeah? Where you go down. Do you have internet? Okay, all right. Cool. Let me get the I don't have no credit, by the way, so you're gonna have to write this down, yeah? So this is the postcode, so that at least you got it. I said the postcode. The postcode of where to come. All right, cool. Hold on. So it is N for Nubian, W for whiskey, yeah, and then 107, yeah, and then P for perfect and N for Nubian. Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah. Now just call me when you're outside that the postcode, the building. You'll see it. Crown House is a tall building. Call me when you're outside. Yeah. All right, bro. Love. Yo. You good? I got time. What's this? Yeah, with the range. See you soon. I'm on the radio. So after the radio. Alright, love. All right. And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun El. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Now the High Priest Amun El's got good news. Yeah, our brother Fires, the one that the High Priest Amun El linked up with last week and was on the radio or via phone call. On Monday, he's coming through. He should be here in about 20 minutes. So after the break, he should be here. So stay tuned to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. So now, let's move on anyway, because he will talk about the pyramids and all them kind of things there. Yeah, what we're talking about is what is METASCIENCE. All right. Now, METASCIENCE, yeah, is all about self-realization. What's self-realization? Self-realization is knowing thyself. How do you know thyself, High Priest? Well, it's when you study in the moment. You're concentrating and seeing in between the lines. You follow that. It's when you're looking in retrospect to your life experiences and knowing that the Most High was present in those life experiences and made those life experiences manifest in your reality so that you can upgrade your spirit or upgrade your DNA into a higher dimension. Yeah, that's what metascience is all about. That self-realization, knowing thyself and knowing thy purpose on this planet. That's self-realization. What else is self-realization? Self-realization is knowing when to back down from disagreeableness. You follow that? Because some disagreeableness is only there because they leech onto your energy. What does that mean, High Priest Amun El, leeching on one's energy? What it means is basically that the disagreeableness will die if you don't give it any energy. You know, you're like the battery that powers up that disagreeableness. But if you take out the batteries out of the disagreeableness, it will have no power and it will cease to exist. You follow that? That's what we know in terms of metascience and being and the self-realization that you have the power. It's you that makes things happen, not them. Anyway, High Priest Amun El will be back after the news. And stay tuned to the metascience. You're done, no? Yo. Hello? Huh? Yeah, Crown House, you there? All right. I'm coming. Yeah, cool. Inside the building, though. Number 7. Yeah, number 7. Okay, yeah, go in the building. Press the elevator, come to number 7. Waiting outside. Yeah, level 7. Level 7.
claim of a car crash. He's been sentenced to 8 weeks in prison. That's the latest. I'm looking on to you.
So you sit there. Well, we're on the break from at the moment. We will start at like 10 past. So yeah, so about 7 minutes now. Yeah. So yeah, you just do what you want to do. But you can't swear. That's the only thing.
No.
Yeah. I'm here. I said you shouldn't do that because man is fasting and that. Exactly. So what do you do?
Different kind of jobs.
What, labor? Okay.
Mechanic things.
Mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Construction stuff. And the Uber.
You do the Uber? You got a car?
I've got a bike.
Oh, you do Uber Eats and that?
Yeah, I used to do the Uber drives and that. Once the lockdown came, I stopped.
You stopped?
Why you want to put me in a...
Oh, you don't want to come? You don't want to be on it? Man, I said everybody's shook, man, about the camera thing, man.
Yeah?
I said everybody's shook about the camera, no problem.
Yeah.
Alright, I do want to.
There's been a camera up here. You better say me.
Alright, no worries. Well, it's just on me now. Yeah. Let me ask you a question though. Like one of my disciples asked me, how comes like in Muslim, the men and the women, don't interact or engage with each other?
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
That's the truth.
Like, okay, so for example, like in Al Bahani, when they do Hajra, women can't do that. They're not allowed to do the thing. Only the man them are allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But they say, but the women, they're already connected. They don't have to do it. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Fair enough. I won't argue that. Okay, but when it's iftar now, how come no women, breaking fast with the man?
No.
I said no. Why? I'm asking.
Because women, in Islam things, they separate from the men. Because the women carry a lot of shaitans stuff.
What?
Lot of shaitans things.
Is it?
Yeah. When the men, do you know what's zina? It's like fucking without a marriage.
Oh.
That's they call it in Islam zina.
Oh.
Which is
it's a big thing.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's like
go on.
It's like when the men see a woman, the first thing they start with eyes, the mouth, then the whole body coming up. So the God judge you from the first one, from the first look. If you look twice, then you don't zina. It's like that's it. You don't look again. When you look back, that's your mind focus on her. So you might think you're gonna do something bad with her or something like this, That's why they separate the man from the woman. That's the main thing.
Oh, so it's just the zina.
Yeah, because you do zina by your mind, maybe you keep thinking of her. Yeah, she's nice. That's also called zina. And by your eyes, maybe you see something no good. Maybe you see her chest open, whatever her hair. That's also called zina in Islam. If you see her shoulders, something like that, you know. Here, I don't know, life here is particularly different, but back in Sudan, the mosque celebrate, they don't do iftar together. They don't, even at the prayer time, there is room for the women and room for the men. That's how it is.
Oh, okay, no problem. So at least I've got it there anyway.
Yeah.
The zina.
Yeah.
So I can tell her why it's like that. And yeah, what it means. So it's the thought. The first thing is the thought.
Mhm.
So
So if you look, you fall. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna go for it. Then the tongue, also the judge over the tongue. If you talk, woman is like the mind of the woman is slower than the man mind. Like the what's called uh, this the outbooks. The woman is slower than the man. Like man could enforce the woman easily. Just talk. But woman couldn't do the same thing. No, it's really hard. Man, yeah, you look nice. If she even not nice, yeah, you look beautiful. The woman is smart. That's it. Thing has gone through her mind quick. It's like that. But men, it's difficult. If you tell man you look nice, he'll tell you yes, thank you. But at the end of the day, you will go and search why you say it's looking nice, isn't it? So that's the differences between the woman and men. Women are easygoing and men are hardgoing. So they separate them. If even a married woman could do zina, even a married man could do zina. And the zina is a lot of part they can like. It's different from the single man
yeah,
to the
okay, yeah,
married man. If you marry and you don't zina, they must they must kill you by the stone. You know, they pour you in a hole. They dig for a hole. They pour you in that hole until just your neck. They cover whole your body
yeah,
under the hole until your neck.
yeah.
Then they throw the stone on you, which is called rajam, rajim. You know,
Also,
rajimat. Rajimat means throwing the stone, throwing the stone. Even in Hajj, there is a Jebel or there is a mountain called Mountain Rajimat. This is when these people do the Hajj. They go to this mountain and they do Rajimat for Shaitan. You know? This is also in Islam. So for the men who's married and don't zina, that's the biggest mistake. If you're a man and you're married, you're already married, you have already married, you done everything, then you must get on that. Afterwards, you go for zina. That's the big thing. And there is something, the zina have to be witnessed by 4 witnesses.
Has to be witnessed by 4 people.
By 4 people. It's not something easy. You see like that? No. It's to be witnessed by 4 people. This is the Buddhism I'm talking about. As soon as 4 people they all witness it, you have done zina, then if you are married, they do your rajamat, they do the stone. if you are single, if you're a single person, that's will be different for you. But the hardest is the one who's married marriage. That's the hardest situation. And if no one catch you and you still know when you die and back to Allah, the judgment will be bigger than the one in this life. Like I've read it in Arabic. There's called also ahkam, which is grammar of the zina. It has a grammar as well.
Grammar,
Yeah. Called ahkam zina. So Islam is too big for us. It's big. This religion. As soon as go into your mind, it's too big for us.
I hear that. Are you ready though?
Ready?
All right, cool. Yeah, we're almost there. Like,
What we're gonna do? What things you gonna ask me? So,
what do you want me to ask you? No, okay. Let's talk about the pyramids. Yeah.
Pyramids.
Yeah. Let's finish off with that because that's what got everybody excited yesterday or last time.
The pyramid.
So the Sudanese pyramids.
The Sudanese pyramid.
Yes. Yeah, that stuff.
And you go to Google because we have different places in different pyramids in Sudan. Different places.
Okay. I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying.
There are a lot. They are more than over 1,000.
Over 1,000. That's what I'm saying. Talk. Yeah, it's all good, man. Don't worry. All right, cool. And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun L. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. And the High Priest Amun L has got a special guest, and his name is Fires. How you doing, Fires?
Hi. I'm all right. How you doing?
Yeah. The High Priest Amun L is good. Still. Right. Now, can you tell the people, the kings and queens and gods and goddesses and all the Omega FM listeners how we met?
Hi, Omega FM. I'm here to tell you something about my kingdom.
Speak a bit louder, bro.
My kingdom, my home kingdom, Kush kingdom. I'm telling you about the pyramid, about the life in there, how these people have been loved and live and draw all these pyramids around the country. There is over 1,000 pyramids just in Sudan, not the one in Egypt. They are still standing up, but the one in Sudan, they have been destroyed by the desert, as I'm saying. They already the wicked don't tell you this. This is all only natural stories from my grandfathers, wherever they pass it until I hear it. And I went to different places in Sudan, in west, north, south, east. I've been to different places in Kush. The people back in Kush, they used to live together, connect to each other. They used to be like a one tribe, they call it.
Okay.
Kushist.
Now, just pause there because you told me something last week about Cushion in the Bible. Please explain about that.
Yeah, the Kush you heard about in the Bible, like these people of Kush, they already live in Sudan.
Yes.
Back in the days, yeah, a part of Egypt, which is Egypt used to be one of the newest town in Sudan. That's where the Kushists were moving, like they were moving from the south to the north. That's why they end up in Egypt. The pyramid start from South Sudan to the North Sudan.
Now you saying South Sudan, yeah? So like you see like present day South Sudan, you know, like present day in terms of like they've divided Sudan and now you got South Sudan. You're telling me there was pyramid in South Sudan.
Yes.
Where are they in South Sudan?
I will tell you there's a place called Jabal al-Barkar.
Wow.
Or al-Barkar Mountain. This is already part of South Sudan. This is in Jibal al-Nuba. And this is called Nubian Mountains. There's
Nubian Mountains, yeah?
Yes.
So if I go on the Wikipedia or the internet, Google, and type in Nubian Mountain, I'll find it.
Yeah, of course, you
Okay.
will find it.
All right, cool.
Go for
I'm
it.
just gonna do that now anyway.
That's the part of the south. Then they came all the way along the north. End up in Egypt. Egypt was the newest town for us.
Okay, it's real. It says the Nuba Mountain. Yeah, it's real still. And it's in South Kordofan.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it's in South Sudan still. Okay, and what is this Nuba Mountain about?
Yeah, they had a lot of history of the Kushist or the real Kushist. There is a real history in that places. Wow. And I could tell Amun or the god of sun, Amun Ra, has came from there.
Okay, one more time for the audience to listen. You said again that Amun Ra or Amun Re come from that place, the Nuba Mountain,
Yes.
which is, what is it?
There is a place called Jabal al-Barkar. This is one of the Nubian mountain. This is where he came from and where he died, and his funeral is still in there.
Okay, you hearing that, audience, kings and queens, that Amun Ra come from South Sudan, not Egypt, South Sudan. Jabal al-Bakr.
Yes. He's not from Egypt. He's not Egyptian. He's Sudanese or he's Kushist. He's really Kushist.
Okay, so is the name Sudanese or in fact, hold on. Who is Amun Ra? Yeah, who is in terms of Sudan? Who is Amun Ra? What does he do? What did he do? Was he a real person?
Yeah, was he's a real person.
He's not no makeup person.
No.
He lived on the planet.
He lived on the planet and he died on the planet.
Wow.
So they will respect him as a god. That's why people they pray for him and they pray him.
Okay. So he is a god and he was a living being on the planet. And what did he represent? I'm just asking. You get me? Because I can say what I studied, but you're from there, so I want you to say what he represented.
He represent the sun.
Okay.
God, the god of the sun.
Okay.
And he used to born each morning and die each night.
Okay.
That's what we believe and what our grandfathers believe.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. No problem. What about Atumre and Atumre? So, okay, if I show you on the computer, so you got Atumre, which is this one. Oops. This one.
Yes, this is Atumre. Yeah. It's Amun wife. So it's his wife and she became a god as well.
No, but this is a man though. This is what I'm
No,
saying.
it's not a man.
What they're saying that the Wikipedia is lying.
I will show you. I will show you.
Okay, show
I
me.
will
Show
show
me.
you.
Fun. Okay, hold on, because it's not working. Yeah, so Fires is gonna show me consort, the Amun Ra's wife, but ain't it Amunet or okay? All right, cool. Showing me.
I'm going to show you the proofs.
Okay. No, because we can't depend on the Google and the Wikipedia. We need to go back to original source, primary source, which is you, Fires, because you're Sudanese and you're real Kushite.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you show me some stuff.
That's the Atum Ray.
Yes, that is Atum Ray.
She's a woman. It's not a man.
Atum
Ray. She's a woman, and she was Amun Ra wife. She became a god because Amun Ra was a god at himself. That's the truth.
So Atum Ray is the woman.
Yes.
And Amun Ra
is the man.
Oh. Now someone's calling.
Yeah.
Greetings, you're live on Omega.
For your guest. The thing is that there's biblical references to the Kushites and the land of Kush. What I was going to just ask him, this empire or the land of Kush, did that also extend to parts of Ethiopia as well?
Yes.
Or was it just between or from Sudan to Egypt? Because I know that some of the Kushite things also do with Egypt at one particular point in time.
Yes, it's represent part of Ethiopia as well, because Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Sudan used to be as one place.
Yeah,
like back in the days.
Ago,
yeah, a long time ago. That's
that
true.
was the ancient kingdom of Nubia, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm listening. I just wanted to clarify that point.
Thank you. You are right. Ethiopia also was one part of the Kush kingdom. So we used to be like as one, as
Here you go. Yeah. All right, yeah, go on.
We used to be as one people who represent themselves, and we were moving as a power, as one power. That's why we were great people. That's how we built the pyramid around the Sudan or the Egypt. Who does it was the Kushites, not the Egyptian, or the Egypt or the Egyptians was the new town of the Kushite side. So, and that's the truth. Amun-Ra and Antre, they all in Egypt pyramid. Until day today, you will see pictures or drawing of Amun-Ra in Egypt pyramid. But Amun-Ra came from the place where it's called Jabal al-Barka. This is one of the Nuba mountain or the Nubian mountain.
Yes. And I did the research in that Jeroboam. Well, I did the research and it's real. It's a mountain and it's cemetery. It's his cemetery, Amun Ra, and it's in Sudan, but it's like a ruins. It's not how it was thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. But this is where they say that they buried him. Jeroboam Balkal. For those who want to research this mountain, it is spelled J as in jam, E for El Elyon, B for better, E for El Elyon, and L for love, space Barkol, which is spelled B for better, A for Africa, R for respect, K for king, A for Africa, and L for love. And then you'll find it. The mountain where Amun Ra was buried. Now, again, we got other questions. People were asking, how were the pyramids built? Because some people think that it's built by alien. Some people think that they use technology to build it. Some people think they even use telekinesis, which is like mind control. Like they use their mind to lift up the blocks and place them.
What I believe is the pyramid been built by the Kushite people, and they built it. They just does it. That's how they confuse the people around the world. They were building by hand. They were helping each other until day to day. If you see the Sudanese people, they sit to each other, close to each other. They talk to each other wherever you go. They eat together. This is the culture where the real Kush they came from, and that's how it start. They used to stay together to build these places, and the pyramid used to be for the funeral for the people, for the kings, or who's dying, or if the king is died, then they put him in the pyramid.
Okay.
With all his stuffs, wherever's gold and wherever his cows, wherever his bed, they put him all of it in the pyramid, and they close the pyramid. There used to be a funeral, the pyramid. That's how is it.
Oh, so it's a funeral.
Yes.
Now, also, now I've been Mosul or Egypt or Kemet, okay? And then they said, you know about Anubis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like the jackal head Neteru or God.
Yeah.
Now, when I went to Mosul or Egypt or Kemet, they were like, the mummies. No one knows how to do mummification. The only person that knew how to do it was Anubis, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Now they told me that he must have came down as well, like he was a living being too, or was he not living? Like, did he come on planet Earth, or did they get it from somewhere else? The knowledge?
No, it came from the planet.
It came from the planet.
Yes, they made it themselves. It didn't come from somewhere else. Like, it's not the aliens who built the pyramid. It's not. It's just a human, normal human. They built the pyramid. Some people they say they used to use the slave, like back in the days, the Nubian. They used to have a slaves and to build this pyramid, but I don't believe that is true, because I know I'm Nubian. I'm one of these people, so this is our culture. Is just helping each other to do whatever we do. Even there is someone struggling doing hard something, we'll help him to pass it through or to get it through. That's how they built the pyramid, I guess.
Okay, but I was talking about the mummification. You get me? Which is like the mummies in it, but how they wrap them and preserve them. Because it's like, okay, you go to the Museum of Cairo, okay, and you can see the mummy, like it's still fresh, and they're like over thousands and thousands of years old compared to any person that have died now. Within a couple of months, there'll just be bones. There'll be no flesh on them, and this is what they said, like that no one knows how to do the mummification except Anubis, which is like another god. But maybe that's a bit going off topic. again, that's something different. We're focusing today like on the pyramid and about the expansion from Sudan to Egypt. So how did this expansion come across? So like what you said, that Egypt is the new town and Sudan is old town. So why did they expand the Kushites to